Dickerson here. I'm here to answer your keyword question, and that is how to get started in real estate investing. I'll tell you a little story about myself and how I got started. I was in the music business and was able to save up a decent amount of money and just put it aside. And one day I met a gentleman that actually sold me my house. He was in our neighborhood, and we just stopped and started talking on the side of the street. And he asked me what I was doing. I told him that I was, in the music business, and of course he knew that, but he wanted to know how things were going. I said, fine. And we just kind of started chatting a minute, and I said, John, I've got some money that I've put aside, and do you have maybe any properties that you'd be interested in me looking at as far as real estate investing and that sort of thing? And he just kind of like, what? Are you kidding me? I said, no. And he had started a real estate firm, and it needed to be funded. And so my money came in the nick of time. So basically what I'm saying is I hooked up with a real estate agent. And then I also hooked up with another gentleman that was a builder. And we formed a partnership and went to the attorneys and got it all formed up. And everybody put in a certain amount of money. And then what we did is we started going and acquiring properties. We bought notes. And so we started buying notes, and at the bank, we would go to the bank and we would talk to the bankers about, hey, do you have any properties or any notes that some builders are foreclosing on, or that you're foreclosing on, particular builders, that sort of thing, that you want to sell. And we would make an offer to the bank on a particular note. Let's just say it was, I'll just use $1 million. Just say it was $1 million note. It can be any number, but let's just say it was $1 million note. We would offer the bank maybe 40% of the note, maybe 50%. So we'd offer the bank maybe $500,000 for that particular note. And a lot of times we would bid on that particular note and we would win it. And these were basically properties that a builder had owned, and of course he wasn't able to make his payments for whatever happened, for whatever reason, so the bank repossessed the properties back again. I mentioned that earlier, but I'm just making sure you understand where I'm coming from. And so we would bid on that particular property, and then the bank would let us know whether we won the bid. And if we won the bid, then it was a cash proposition. We had to pay for it right then and there. And then we took possession. And then after we took possession of that note on the property, then we became the owner of the note and we foreclosed on the builder. And it was a win-win for everybody, because what would happen is once we foreclosed on the builder, he had what was called guarantees. And guarantees are things that he actually put up to guarantee a particular note, or guarantee the particular properties that he was building or buying. And so he would put personal guarantees like boats, cars, even his own personal home. And so what we would do is we foreclosed on the builder, and then we would release all those guarantees back to the builder, so he never lost anything. And we ended up getting the property at a very good price. And so he was happy and we were happy. And then we never reported the foreclosure. So it didn't go on the builder's credit, or anybody's credit. It doesn't have to be a builder, it can be anybody. And so they were happy, we were happy, the bank was happy, so it was a win-win for everybody. And then what we would do is we take possession at that time of the property. It took about 60 days for this to happen. Then we would physically take possession of it, and if there needed to be some upgrades done to it, or if we needed to fix it, or just do a few things, we would try to buy properties that were pretty much well to go. But a lot of times we have to go in and do certain things to the property. Hopefully you know what I'm talking about. And so once we did that, then we'd sell it, and our motto was buy low, sell low. So we would sell it and make a decent amount of profit, and then move on to do the next thing, to the next the next property that would come up. So anyway, that's my story of how I got involved in real estate. It does take a certain amount of money, and if you don't know a whole lot about real estate, money talks. And so I'll say, a little closer, my lighting is dying. And so If you don't have a lot of money and you need to get some money quickly, then I've got a business that you might be interested in looking at. Just click on the link below this video, and you'll be able to see a video that we put together. It talks about the little internet business that we have. I work with multiple 6 figures, 7 figures, and 8-figure earners. This is for real. We're talking millions of dollars here. If you're looking to make yourself a lot of money and you can use that money to invest in real estate, then click on the link below this, and you'll find out exactly the type of business that I'm doing. It's very simple, very easy, and you can make yourself a lot of money. So anyway, hope this helps, and take care. Hope you have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.